Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our social media learning series. I just want to welcome everybody. My name is Lena Gutierrez Ibarra. I've been building my business for just over 20 years. I will be your host for this event. Please put all your questions in the chat and we will answer them at the end if there is any. And if you are watching this recording later, just contact us by our social media. And now let's get started on our third part of social media. And I would love to introduce our trainer. I'm excited because she is just a phenomenal woman. Her name, what, well, not just yet. Let's not get too excited because I'm just about to announce her name. That's what I meant to say. She's a Mary Kay beauty consultant for 2 years. During this time, she fell in love with self-branding and marketing herself. She's a marketing coordinator for Top Gun Events for 1 year. Top Gun Events is a softball event company based out of Kansas City. During this time, she learned the skills to market and maintain a strong brand. Within her first year as a marketing coordinator for Top Gun Events, she assisted marketing in the following brands: Dick's Sporting Goods, Oakley, Jimmy John's, Prime Hydration, and many more. Can we get excited about that? I know I can. She oversees the media team for Top Gun, and within her first year, she tripled the engagement and followers for that page. Now, that's what I'm looking forward to for myself. So I know I'm following good steps here. She also created content for the Top Gun Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and their Facebook accounts. She also is a 4-year college student athlete, graduated with a bachelor's in business management with the emphasis on marketing on the side. Along with two other girlfriends, she recorded, produced and marketed the True Faces Unmasked podcast, which you can easily see on Spotify. Sorry, almost got my tongue twisted. But
Yeah, okay,
nevertheless,
that is a
without,
tongue twister, so
yeah.
I don't blame you.
Well, I'm excited to introduce our trainer for tonight and during this whole entire series is Paige Wallace. Let's give her a round of yahoos.
Woo!
Yay! And I just got, let me tell you,
Oh
woo!
my God,
Talk
talk
about getting techie. So I'm going to
Oh
turn
my
over
gosh.
and have Paige just take over.
Lena, you crack me up every time because this poor girl has to read my accolades or gets to read my accolades, and it's a whole tongue twister of accolades. I also didn't realize I'm coming up on 2 years of Top Gun.
Oh,
Like,
need to
those
update
go
that.
by quick, so I got to update that for you, my man.
Well,
But
we'll definitely do that for the final of the series. So Yahoo.
yes, Yahoo! Oh my goodness. So, all right, really quick, y'all. Thank you so much for hopping on. Anyone that's live, anyone watching the recap tonight as well. All right, really quick, we're recapping last week, right? So last week, what did we cover? Finding and creating our brand and our style. Remember, we went over sporty, glam, boho, basic, minimalist, classic, and romantic, and so many more. But those are the ones that we pinpointed last week. And so our homework was to research what we want as our individual brand, and then what you're willing to work on as a marketing plan for yourself and marketing your brand and yourself on Instagram. So what you're willing to do and what you're comfortable with. Sometimes that's all of what your brand is. Sometimes that's a little bit. And then we work on that as we go. But so let's go ahead and dive into what's new this week. Y'all, I'm so excited. This week, we are creating a reel. Okay. So we've talked about all these different styles, and now we're getting into the nitty gritty and the hands on of creating a reel, which is a type of video content for your social media feed. And so why are we talking about this? We're talking about this because it's trending right now. So why would I not lead myself and you guys into what's trending and what is analytically friendly to us, right? So if you don't know what that means, analytically friendly, we're riding the analytical wave, excuse me. We are riding the analytical wave because that's what social media is platformed on. It's on numbers, it's on analytics. And so if you didn't know that, that is what social media is. It's based on numbers. And so I am, but I'm not a numbers girl. I am dyslexic. Numbers jumble up in my brain, but I love them because numbers don't lie. So we talk about this and as a Mary Kay beauty consultant. So maybe you're on here for Mary Kay, maybe you're on here for another brand. You know, it's fine, but it all intermingles into the same type of coaching. And so specifically, when you're writing an analytical wave, we want to pay attention to what is popular to our customers, what's popular to our followers. So that's looking at those analytics per post. And so we'll get into that eventually because tonight we're actually going to create a reel and I don't want to spend too much time talking about the jibber jabber of analytics, but that is what I want you guys to trust me on, that the analytical wave right now is writing on reels. And that's why I want to coach you to help you know how to create a reel. And then we can go on to the little details later. But right now, just trust me, that's what it is because I've done my research. I know for sure that's what's writing right now and what I have been practicing. So with that being said, you're trusting me, right? I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so I can show you what I am actually creating my reels on. And so the app is going to be CapCut, CapCut. CapCut, and I will show you here on my screen. It's going to be this little zigzag in the top left corner. It looks like a box with an X through it, and then it says CapCut. That's the app we're looking for. And so now we're in the CapCut app. Let's show you off screen too. This is what it looks like right here in between the boards app, the skin analyzer app. This is all my Mary Kay stuff. How fun. But that's CapCut right there in the corner of it. And then this is what it looks like when you get on the screen. So we're in CapCut. This is what I personally use for my reels. And when I create reels, it is one of the number one free reel apps on the market right now. So there is free options, there's pro options. We'll get into all of that as we go. But I use this one because I run for the free stuff. I mean, if it's free, it's for me. There's always a free option out there. And so I actually used another app before CapCut. Fun fact, it's when I got in, but it was a free app and then I had like maxed out the limitations. And so now I use CapCut. And so that's something as an entrepreneur we have to be able to maneuver with. And so that's also why with this coaching call, you guys get to be on here live with me and see where I've been, what I tried, and now what I am currently using. So it's kind of easier for you. You just hop on here, see what I'm using, and you try it out and you implement what I am implementing. So you don't have to go through the struggles of what I've been through. That's what I really am here for, y'all. I'm really trying to make your lives easier. Now we're in CapCut. This is our CapCut, CapCut up in the right-hand corner, CapCut, and we're going to be using all of the free options. So now you see in the middle, it says new project, big blue, and then new project. We're going to click on that. And so here you're going to see a couple different videos. And at the top, you can see it says videos, photos, live photos. So different options you can choose from. But we're going to create a video tonight. And so before I actually create the new one, I want to show y'all what we're going to be creating. So that's what I did right here. So this is the final product we're going to be creating tonight. Here in the next 20 minutes, I timed myself earlier. It took me 20 minutes to create this. That's hardly any time at all. This is a quick 10-second reel. Let's press play and show y'all what I created tonight. And I do want my friend up here to make sure the sound is working. So just give me a thumbs up. So that's what we're going to be creating tonight. A simple, super simple 10-second reel, y'all. 10 seconds, really simple. It highlighted the Mint Bliss product that I am highlighting this month for my business. It's a nice product that is a foot and feet lotion, has a really minty smell, but it comes with a little complimentary soft sock addition and a little cup. So it's super cute, fun for the holidays, gift giving. But anyways, this is what we're going to be focusing on tonight. Just a quick 10-second reel of whatever our brand is. Branding ourselves, maybe saying, hey, here's who I am. My name is Paige, and I am an entrepreneur, and I do run my own business, and I do market another company that pays me to market their brand as well. And so that's the reel I'm creating, or I'm creating what I sell, a product, and then I'm creating a little snapshot of that. And so how are we going to do that? That's what we're going to dive into tonight. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of tonight. We're going to click on new project. And here is my raw footage of video. You guys get to see live, but you're welcome. So here, next to a little selfie of me smiling in that softball video, you see a 12-second video of that sock. I'm going to click on that, and now you see the number 1 and add in the bottom right-hand corner. So a blue number 1, blue add in the right-hand corner. And so then I'm actually going to go add number 7, or I guess the 7-second video, which now has number 2. The 4-second video, the 4-second video, which now has number 4. The 7-second video, which now has number 4. Sorry. So the 12-second video that has number 1, 7-second video has number 2, 4-second video has 3, and the 7-second video has 4. And now in the bottom right-hand corner, it says add, and in parentheses 4, we're going to click that right there. So now we have the content that I added into the video. So that final product we saw, this is what I started with. And right away when I start a video, and the left-hand side right here next to cover, it says mute clip video. And right now, we can hear what's in the background. We don't need that background noise. So we're going to pause it, and we're going to come back here. It says mute clip video next to cover. We're going to click on that, and it says original sound clip mute. So now you see the volume has an X instead of a line which says the sound clip is on. It has an X right there next to cover. Original sound clip. So now our clip is muted so we can edit it without the awkward background noise. Love that. And so right now, this is as a video as a whole. So all of this is now muted. We can listen to it, and there's no sound in the background. So as a whole, we're editing our whole video right now. Keeping up with me, because we're going to edit our video as a whole, and then we're going to split it up to individual clips. And so right now we're working on it as a whole, all right? And so as a whole, we can look down here at the bottom. It says edit, it says audio, it says text, overlay, effect, caption. This is all the fun things we can play with on our own later on in CapCut, but I've done prior to this video. So if you want to take my word, as I would love for you to, because I've done a lot of research. It's been a year of me creating my content. So I put this out there for y'all so you can save some time. Just take my word for it. I promise you this is how I've created this triple following for Top Gun events. This is how I've created thousands of people looking at these TikTok videos for Top Gun events and creating my own brand and increasing that brand. So as a whole in a video right now, we're looking at the entire video. Now we're going to actually go into the individual spots. So I'm going to click on this first video here. And so you see how it highlights white and then it says split speed animation. So if we unclick from it, it says edit audio text. But we click on it, it says split speed animations, yada, yada, yada. So now we're looking at our individual content that we uploaded. So that's what we're going to be editing right now. So specifically, I'm going to look at the speed. So it says split speed animation. So we're going to click on speed. And then normal curve velocity. I want to click on curve. And so again, you guys can play with this as you go. This is just what I found works for my content. When you go to speed, we're going to click on montage. And this is one of my favorite ones, but I do crop it down. So I'm going to kind of speed through this process a little bit for you, but tell y'all what I recommend as I go. So montage is going to be under curve. That's the first one. Montage, hero, bullet. Montage, hero, bullet. Those are the 3 I'm going to recommend for you. Our first one is going to be, I'm going to actually edit it down to 1.6 seconds. So when you click on it here in the top, when it highlights it in the top right corner, it says 6.0 seconds montage, video or sound X. So that just means that the original sound is blocked out. And we have 6 seconds of the video. And so, like I said, we're going to go to montage 1.6. So let's see here. We went to 1.6. So that is how much of the video we actually cropped down. So when you're getting video content, remember, a lot of the time the video content that you upload into here is a lot longer than what you actually use. So if we hit this back button, so in the right corner of the middle of the video, if you look under the video where I pause and stop it right here, to the right of that, there's an undo button. And so you can undo it if you mess up, which I love because I mess up all the time. But right now, the video is actually 6 seconds long. And so if we redo, now we've cropped it down to 1.6. So it really shows you a lot of the time when you're creating content, the raw content, which is raw content, is the content and video you take before you upload it into CapCut. So that raw content is going to be a lot longer than what's actually used. But so now really quick, I'm going to kind of speed the process up for y'all. Again, questions are always welcomed in the comments for after my coaching, because I know I go quick, but I really want to get through this with y'all. So really quick, 1.6, we're going to crop that down. And then the next one, we are going to go click on this one. Now we're going to highlight the next one, speed, curve, montage. And we're actually going to crop this down from 4.5 to 2.1. And that's just clicking on, that's just holding on this highlight option here and then scrolling back and forth. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just holding on it and I'm scrolling it back and forth to get it to 2.1. Perfect. And then I click away from it. Now I'm going to move on to the next one. The next one I actually chose was highlight the next spot, click on speed, curve, and then we're going to click bullet. So that's montage, hero, bullet's going to be our third option. And so it really crops it down quick without having to crop it yourself. So that went from a 2.4 video to a 1.2 video just by clicking the word bullet under speed. And again, that's highlighting the video, clicking speed, clicking curve, and clicking bullet. And it did it yourself. You don't have to do anything else. So sometimes, I mean, you can mess with it however you want. But again, this is a basic for what you can hop into CapCut. You can implement right away for your social media feed. Again, we're going to get to that homework later. But finally, the last one, that one is going to be highlight that video speed, curve, hero. So again, montage, hero, bullet, those are the three I would recommend for anyone trying out CapCut tonight or for this homework assignment. We'll get to that later, but we're going to highlight the video. And here we chose hero. Hero, when we just clicked on speed, curve, hero, oops, that's another thing. It's going to give us a 3.8 video. Again, if you're following with me, I know it's fast. I know. Just stay here with me. We'll get through this together. It is so much fun once you're able to keep up with just all the fun stuff that goes into this CapCut, especially the free version. So right now in the highlighted versions, I'm going to click off of it. I'm clicking the actual hero video content right here where it highlights all of it. And it says 3.8 seconds hero, no sound. So that tells us we have a 3.8 second video. And we're going to crop it down to 1.9. Again, this is all point of preference when you are cropping your videos. I just sit there and kind of play with it for a few minutes and see what looks best. But for the sake of tonight and for a coaching call, I prepped all of what I was cropping it down to tonight. So again, when I do make these videos, I like to play with the different cropping to see what looks best. That's what you guys get to do and add your creative side to these videos. That's the fun part. But so also in individual videos, so if we tap on the individual video, we're going to have animations, effects. That's a lot of other fun stuff you can play with. We're going to keep it pretty basic tonight. So now we have all these videos cropped, montage, hero, and bullet. And so now we're actually going to go into the transitions between the two and different content options. And so this is, again, as a video as a whole. So when we click on a specific video, when we did the speed, that was per content. So this is one content, this is two content, this is three content, this is four content. But as a whole, we have one video as a whole. But we have 4 separate videos that I am showing you tonight that we're cropping and editing, correct? So I hope y'all are following. I know it gets really confusing, but as a whole, now we're gonna hop into the video and we're gonna click filters. So when you're in an individual video, it looks like this. When you click out of the video, wherever it is outside of the video, we're going to scroll through here. So you see edit, audio, text, overlay, effects, caption, transcript, which is, there's some kind of option free for that, but I stick to all the free stuff, of course, templates, and we're going to look at filters. We're going to click on filter here. So filter, this is one that I have messed with myself, looked through different filters, but again, there's a lot of free options for filters on here. I like this option specifically. So if you're someone that's like, hey, I just want to implement exactly what you're saying tonight, here's what I use. If you're someone that's creative and is like, hey, I want to find out what I like there's so many different free options on here, I want to look through them, feel free. Go look through all those options. But if you're someone that wants to implement it quick tonight, like myself, and what I'm doing for y'all, we're going to click on filters like we did. So again, if we're looking at the normal screen, here it says edit, audio, text, overlay. We're going to scroll over to filters. Filters, it says we're highlighted on feature right now, but then we're going to click pro and then life. Life is where we're going to stay. So now we go to life. We're going to scroll over to where it says clear. This is specifically one of the filters I like to use for my videos. So again, you can find whatever you like for yourself, but this is one, if you're someone who's like, hey, I just need to be told what to do and how to implement it, this is what I do and how you can implement it. You can go to the filters, you can click on life and clear, nothing else, click on that check mark in the right-hand corner. And then here you'll see a purple line or purple highlighted filter. So I'm going to click on this one right here on the right hand side where you see me moving it. And I'm actually going to scroll that all the way to the end of the video because I want that filter. That's the one I specifically use for all my videos. So now I'm back to the home screen. I'm going to click filter. There it's going to show you I have the clear filter on. So again, really quick, to remind anyone who may be hopping on, if we're looking at CapCut, this is what it's going to look like on the homepage. We're going to look at edit, audio, text at the bottom, overlay, effects, caption, transcript, template, asset or aspect ratio, and then filter. We click on filter, we will click the word filters, and then there's featured pro life. I'm going to click life. And then I'm going to scroll all the way over to where it says clear. Right there, clear. And that's what I have on my video. I'll click a check mark, but I'm actually going to delete that one because I already have it on there. So again, there it is for you. That's the filter I had in my video. Again, you guys, if you're someone who's a creative person like me, I had to download this video and then upload videos and practice it as I went. But maybe you're someone who's not as creative and you're like, I just need a system and I need to implement it. You're a system girl, you're a numbers girl. You're someone who just needs to implement, do. Because there's other things you have priority, but there's other girls who are like me, who are creative, who like to find their style and find what works. And so here it is both ways. But right now we're looking at, again, the video as a whole. We're going to look at the bottom part, edit, audio, text, overlay, effects, captions, and we're going to look at as a whole. We looked at filters, looking at one that sticks. So say, for example, clear and life, the one I just added, isn't what your style is. You can find a different one, but now we're going to look at transition. So this is the fun part. Again, all free options. I only use free on CapCut, but so do you see on the video here where I'm going back and forth, the actual montage, bullet, all those spots, there's these little white squares with a black line through the middle. So when you actually click on that little spot there, it goes to these transitions. So a transition, I like the free options, of course, but so it says trending, pro, overlay, movement, light, effect, right there at the top under search transition. And so here are some ones I would recommend. So let's go. Of course, we're not going to do pro because that's what you're paying for. I just overlook overlay and we're going to go to movement. Movement is where we're going to go to next. So with these transitions, movement, pro, pro, pro. We don't want pro, we want free. So if it doesn't say pro, it's free. So here, the next option for free says a pull in. And so we're going to click on that because it doesn't say pro, so that means it's free. We want free. Free is for me. Pull in. So I clicked on that, it's highlighted, it's for the entirety of the time. Here where there's a blue line, that's for the whole transition. We just always want to make sure that's fully across. And then we're going to click this check mark up here. Now that line goes to more of an hourglass figure, which means there's a transition. So how fun is that? So the first transition is pull in. Now we're going to click on the next square with a black line through it. And we're just going to go through the next transition. Light effect. Light effect is a fun one, but of course we want free. So overlook all the pros up here at the top. And we're going to go to the very first free option, which is glare 2. We're going to click on that. Of course, it's for the entirety of the video or what it will allow. So there we go. And we're going to click on the plus or the check mark. And now the next one we're going to make sure is the white with the line through. Now we're going to go from trending to pro to overlay to movement to light effects to now blur. Again, I'm just showing y'all different options really quickly. I know we don't have a lot of time tonight. So sometimes it's easier for y'all to get in there and try it yourself. But again, I just want to make sure y'all know the free options and what I use very frequently because I use only free options. And there's a lot of free options on this app, but there's just sometimes a lot of options. And sometimes too many options is confusing and a confused brain does nothing. So that's why I just want to make sure y'all know I'm using the free options. I'm not using anything that's adding to my bank account, and there's a lot of free out there. And so I just want to make sure y'all know that. But transition 3, we're now in blur. And so the first option after pro for blur, it's actually going to be a blur transition, but I want to show y'all the is more than just the very first one after the pro. So here you see blur, vertica blur, whoosh, blurred highlight, mosaic, particles, and radical blur. All of those are free options, okay? And so with my third option, I actually decided to go to the second to last, which says particles. And I clicked on that one because I wanted a really fun one. And so I'm going to make sure that goes all the way and click on check mark. Now we're on our last transition, y'all. Last transitions again. I like to make my last transition seem like a statement. It's something that is consistent. So my last transition is the same for every single video I make, whether it's for Mary Kay, for my individual business, whether it's for Top Gun, for a LLC nationwide brand. I use the same ending transition for Top Gun, and then I use a different one for Mary Kay, but it's still consistently the same. I hope this makes sense. They're not the same transitions for both of the two, but they're consistently the same for both of them. So every single transition I make for my Mary Kay business, again, I'm going to click on that square with the line through. We see trending, pro, overlay, light effect, blur, glitch, basic, distortion, slide, mask. Mask is where I have created both of my Top Gun events on the statement transitions for my last effect and for my Mary Kay statement transitions for my last effect on both of those brands. So we see a lot of pro. I'm gonna actually scroll on the bottom. So you're gonna see the free options here are gonna be clouds, heart, erase, circle, ink, clouds 2, pen and paper, heart rush, star, circle 2, heart rush 2. So for my Mary Kay business, for my personal brand, I use Heart Rush. That is my last option. I always add as my mask for my statement transition for my last transition of my videos for my Mary Kay business. Erase right above it is what I use for Top Gun. Every single video, every single one, consistently, it does not matter what the video is, that is my ending transition. And I think that's important because when creating a brand, something can be changed and pivot and stay in the trend, but also something else needs to stay consistent. So there needs to be a change in a trend and something that stays up to date. There also has to be something that stays consistent. And so I love the heart rush for Mary Kay because it's a free option. And I mean, who doesn't love a bunch of hearts flying at them at the end of the video? I mean, come on. So I do want to make sure, sorry, I'm going to click on that again. I do that all the way to the end. And so now we have our full video with the speed options, the transitions. So now really quick, with a few minutes to spare, we're going to add some audio to the full video. So again, we can edit the full video as a whole like we are right now, or we can click on content itself and it highlights the border of it. And then we can edit the videos itself, but we're actually going to do the video as a whole. Here it says under montage and the video we're editing, and we have been editing this whole time. Right here, it shows add audio. We can click on that, or at the bottom, it says audio where it says edit audio text overlay. We can click on audio. Both options are the same. So we're gonna actually add some audio really quick. So sounds, that's gonna be our first option. That's the only one I ever mess with sounds for CapCut. So we're gonna click on in the top left or the bottom left corner, we're gonna click on sounds. And so this fun page is gonna pop up again. I like freeze for me. So we're just gonna stay here, right? And recommended, but anything that's free. So right here, $1 Million Hip Hop under recommended, it says pro. Alliance Patience, it says pro. Doja Beat, that's free. So the first free option I clicked on for this video. We gotta make it simple for ourselves, right? And so when we add the video, you can click on the video to highlight it. That's how I just moved it. You just hold it and move. And just like the videos, you can edit the sound on its own. But we're not gonna actually get into that. We're just gonna keep it as a video as a whole. So right now we just add that audio in, and we're gonna scroll here to where we can click on the audio. So we are gonna actually edit it individually. And when you click on it, so I just unclicked it, it says audio, brand music, copyright, sound FX extract. But when I click on the sound, the Doja Beat we just added, we have split, fade, volume, audio effects, delete. And so we're actually gonna click split. And then here we're gonna click delete. And so now the audio matches our video. So what did we just create, y'all? Let's play it. Out, y'all. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen because my time is up. I have done everything, y'all. I explained all of that to y'all tonight. So there's the video. It's super quick. We'll take chats now that we're 30 minutes in, but the homework, before we take questions, the homework is to download CapCut. CapCut, the app, again. You guys saw it. It's a white box. It has a little video X through it. You can download CapCut app, and there's free options within CapCut app. I do not recommend the pros. I use all the frees for all my videos I use. So that is what we have tonight, is to download CapCut app as our homework. CapCut, C-A-P-C-U-T app. Create your own reel. So I showed you how to do it. Just get some content, video, something. I did that right before I hopped on. All I did was get that little package I had, but you get a regular product. You can get yourself whatever you're branding. You can make a 10-second reel. I did that tonight. I promise you, if I can do it, you can do it. All right. So create your own reel, and then look at CapCut, download it in there, download CapCut, and try out the tips and tricks that I gave you tonight, because I gave you the rundown. If you need help, again, questions, reach out to us on Instagram. Lena, take it from here, girl.
Well, I just have to say that's phenomenal, girl. Let me tell you. I just, like I said, I'm in awe. I have never appreciated such detail and how to do that. Because I mean, try to get my daughter to help me with that is like, I mean, I appreciate her and I love her dearly, but she just doesn't have the patience to show me the step by step as you did. Phenomenal. I'm going to go back and watch this video over again and just really apply that. I'm excited because I'm going to get more techie. Woohoo! And I mean, this is just a great celebration. And from the bottom of my heart, I just thank you. And And I just can't wait till our next one, which is our last one of the series next week. So again, ladies and gentlemen, whoever, all that are on this, enjoy. It's here for you, and I will see you next week. Bye,
Bye, everyone.
everybody.